Yusuf, peace be upon him, was in his youth. He saw a strange dream. He saw 11 stars, the sun and the moon. They were prostrating to him. Yusuf narrated his dream to his father, Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him. Prophet Yaqub was delighted by his dream. He knew that Allah had chosen him for something great. Yusuf's brothers learned about his dream. They felt jealousy and envy. How could their younger brother be better than them? How could he attain such a high status? Seeds of hatred began to grow in their hearts. Joseph's brothers gathered. They conspired against Joseph. They decided to get rid of him. They wanted to get rid of the dream that haunted them. How could they get rid of their younger brother? One of them suggested throwing Joseph into the well. They would tell their father that a wolf had devoured him. His brothers agreed to this idea. The plan was evil, but envy had blinded their vision. Yusuf's brothers took their younger sibling. They pretended to love and care for him. They wanted to reassure him. They reached the well. They threw Yusuf into the darkness of the well. Yusuf heard the voices of his brothers fading away. He cried bitterly. He felt lonely and scared. But God was with him. God sent him an angel to comfort him. God was preparing a different path for Yusuf. A caravan of traders passed by the well. They saw Joseph. They pulled him out of the well. They sold him in the slave market in Egypt. He was bought by the Aziz of Egypt. He was a rich and influential man. The Aziz of Egypt loved him. He admired his good manners. He raised him in his house. Joseph grew into a handsome young man. He was trusted with the Aziz's household. The trials of worldly life, the innocence of Joseph and the test of patience. The wife of Al-Aziz was infatuated with Joseph. She wanted to seduce him, but Joseph was pious and devout. He rejected her temptation. She tried to trap him, but God was with him. The wife of Al-Aziz accused him of lying. Joseph was unjustly thrown into prison. Joseph spent many years in prison. He never lost hope in God. He knew that God would deliver him from his ordeal. From prison to the palace, interpretation of the dream and gaining freedom. The king of Egypt had a strange dream. No one could interpret it. The king heard about Joseph. Joseph was brought from the prison. The king narrated his dream to Joseph. Joseph interpreted the king's dream. He told him that Egypt would experience 7 years of famine. This would be followed by 7 years of prosperity. The king was impressed by Joseph's eloquence. He ordered his release from prison. The awaited meeting, Joseph and his brothers face to face. Famine struck Egypt. Joseph's brothers came to Egypt. They wanted to buy wheat. They did not know that the governor of Egypt was their brother Joseph. Joseph met them. Joseph welcomed them. He did not tell them he was their brother. He wanted to test them. He wanted to know if they had changed. Did they regret what they had done to him? Forgiveness when able. Lessons in forgiveness and tolerance. Joseph's brothers admitted their mistake. They cried in regret for what they had done. Joseph forgave them. He revealed his identity to them. He told them that he was their brother Joseph. The family was reunited once again. They all lived in happiness and contentment. Joseph's forgiveness was a lesson in tolerance. His patience was an example to follow. Conclusion. Timeless lessons from the story of Prophet Yusuf. The story of Prophet Yusuf is full of lessons. It teaches us patience in adversity, and reminds us of the power of faith in God. It calls us to uphold good morals, and urges us to forgive when we have the power to do so. The story of Prophet Yusuf will remain timeless through the ages. It will continue to be a beacon guiding future generations.